Hello and welcome back to MarketBeat. Today we are going to dive into the world of one of the most iconic companies in tech history. We'll discuss the current state of Google, the potential threat of ChatGPT, and if investors can expect things to turn around for this stock. Before we get started, I encourage you to take just a second to make sure you are subscribed to our channel and to hit the notification bell so you'll never miss an update from us. As investors, we know that time is of the essence, so do not wait to do this. Be sure to stay until the end as I will share with you how you can get access to MarketBeat's exclusive reports and more completely free. All right, I have Chris Markoch joining me today to share his valuable insights on what is going on with Google currently. Chris, glad to have you back.
Thanks, Laycee. It's nice to be here.
All right, let's get into it. Google has what Warren Buffett refers to as a strong moat, competitive advantages that protects it from rivals and enable its large profits. Is that still the case, Chris?
I think for now it is. Look, like all tech stocks last year, Alphabet saw its share price go down significantly as investors moved to a more risk-off position. And a lot of that has to do, like as it is with many tech stocks, it has to do with valuation. For 2020 and into 2021, Alphabet was killing it as far as revenue and earnings were concerned, and the valuation of the stock got quite high. And it's come down a little bit since then, but investors were quick to punish stocks that they believed had too high of a valuation.
But that's life if you're an investor in tech stocks, or at least it has been since the Fed decided inflation wasn't transitory after all and started raising rates. But do you think things are going to turn around for Google?
Yeah, I do. And that goes back to my buzzword of the day, which will be optionality. When many people think about Google, they think about Google search, and understandably so. Google has 70% of the market share in that business. But Google also has a cloud computing sector. And if I'm investing in the tech sector right now, I'm looking for companies that can make money in several different ways. Although Alphabet's share in the cloud computing market is very small compared to something like AWS, it still has that as an opportunity.
So I understand that, but I want to go back to the search business. How big of a threat is Microsoft's and ultimately Bing's investment in open source AI, and particularly ChatGPT to Google? It seems ChatGPT and Bing are a logical and possibly formidable combination for Google to contend with.
Right. And here's the thing. I think that Microsoft potentially with this acquisition of ChatGPT or investment in ChatGPT, I think that's a threat. How imminent that threat is yet to be seen. Even the creators of ChatGPT are saying, I saw a tweet last week where they were saying, you might want to slow down before you think that this is going to go where people think it's going to go, at least in the short term. And that's where market share also plays a role. Again, Google controls 70% of the market share in this. It's going to take a while for Microsoft to eat away at that share, and it's also going to be expensive for them to do that.
All right, sorry to interrupt here, but yeah, I've been seeing a lot of news about DeepMind Sparrow chatbot that reportedly has features that OpenAI's ChatGPT lacks, including ability to cite sources. I don't know, Chris, seems like the rivalry is heating up.
I think it is heating up. There's no question. And I think it's going to be a very interesting landscape over the next couple of years. But let's put it this way, Laycee. If consumers were loyal to a search engine, we would all still be using AOL and Yahoo. I mean, the reality is Google came up with a better mousetrap and the consumer voted for it. I mean, it was just, this was better and everybody used it. If something better comes along than Google, then people will go to that. And I don't want to get, too far in the weeds here, but let's not forget that Alphabet is also a player in the artificial intelligence space. I'm sure they're probably trying to address what type of threat ChatGPT is and what their response to that might be. And so right now, what I would say is that someday may be closer than I think, but it's not today. And with tech stocks, sometimes you just have to deal with what's in front of you today. And right now I see a stock where the story has changed, but the price, the story hasn't changed, I should say, but the price has.
Uh-huh. All right. So bottom line this for us, Chris, is Google a buy or a hold or a watch list stock?
For me right now, I would say, again, if you're looking to be investing in the market right now, it's a buy. And I say that, let's go to the fundamentals. Google's trading at around 18 times earnings, which is a pretty significant discount to the S&P 500, which is 28 times earnings. So that tells me that investors have successfully wrung a lot of that excess out of the stock, and it's trading at a fairly attractive PE ratio. And Google has some pretty nice profit margins, which means that they can probably even invest a little bit more into the business and still deliver pretty good earnings in 2023. So yeah, I think it might be a buy. I know that the analysts tracked by MarketBeat, they give it a moderate buy rating. Their price target's around 132. That would put the stock right about back where it was in April or May of last year. So that's pretty good.
So
go ahead. Go ahead, Laycee.
You can continue.
No, I'm sorry. As I've said, and I've said this, you've heard me say this a lot about a lot of the other stocks, the market can go down. It may still have further to go, but I think Google's right now at that point where I don't think you're worrying about how far down it has to go. I think you're worrying more about you don't want to miss it when it starts to go back up.
All right. Well, hopefully we did not get too into the weeds with this one, Chris. There's just so much to talk about. Maybe we'll have to do another video on this stock in the near future.
There really is. And actually, we didn't even get into what I think is the biggest threat for Google, which is blockchain. That's a whole separate discussion.
Well, we'll have to follow up on that one. All right. Well, I think that concludes our Google analysis for the time being. We hope you found the information we shared to be valuable and informative. Remember, no matter what the market conditions are, MarketBeat is here to help you with your research and to make informed investment decisions. We want to thank you for watching. We hope you'll join us again for more stock market news and insights. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on our latest content. Last but not least, do not forget to head over to MarketBeat.com. Our real-time data and market news will give you an edge over other investors. It'll help you stay ahead of the game. And as I hinted earlier, you can now try MarketBeat All Access for 30 days free of charge. All you have to do is click the link in the description below to learn more and get started. All right, thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks, Chris.
Always a pleasure, Laycee.